Welcome back to our automation series with Cucumber. In today's video, we will abstract the WebDriver. Along with that, we will abstract the WebDriver.quit, and we're going to do this in part with test hooks. So previously, we were passing around WebDriver like a hot potato, but in larger systems, we're going to want one place to manage it. So we're going to create a WebDriver manager. We also had to manually call WebDriver.quit at the end of every test, and we don't want to have to do that. And that's where test hooks comes in. So we can set up test hooks with a before, and that's code that runs before a test. This is where we're going to set up our WebDriver instance, and we can also set up code that runs after a test. And this is where we will call the WebDriver.quit. And this will be called regardless of whether the test passes or fails. Okay, let's get started. First off, let's create a new class called WebDriver Manager. It will have a single field, private static WebDriver of WebDriver, and one method, public static WebDriver, getDriver. If the WebDriver is null, meaning it hasn't been created yet, we're going to create a new Chrome options and then pass those options into a new Chrome WebDriver. We didn't set any options here, but this is where you would do it. And then we will return the WebDriver. Coming back to our crawler class, let's create a field of WebDriver. And in the constructor, we're going to call this.driver is equal to WebDriverManager.getDriver. We're then going to remove the WebDriver passed into each method. Now make your way over to your step definition class, and we're going to stop passing in the WebDriver into each method. Also, we have this WebDriver.quit. We're going to delete this and we're going to handle it somewhere else. Next up, create a new package under Java called hooks. In our hooks package, create a new Java class called hooks. We will have one field here as well, a WebDriver. And then we use the annotation @before, public void setup. And this.WebDriver will be equal to WebDriverManager.getDriver. And for good measure, we'll print out a runs at the beginning of the test. We'll create one more method, @after, public void teardown. And we're going to call WebDriverManager.getDriver.quit. And then for good measure, we'll print out runs at the end of a test. One more thing we have to do is go back to your test runner, and in the glue, we need to pass in hooks so that it knows to run it. Once you're ready, go ahead and run your test runner. Going to the console, you can see our print line statements before and after, and you can see that the Chrome WebDriver was quit at the end of the test. All right, that's all I have for you guys today.